Hello, everyone, and welcome. Today is August 18th, 2019, and I have officially been on hormones for a whole month. Now, at the time of recording, it's actually been a little bit past a month. I started on the 18th of last month, but counting week by week, it has now officially been 1+ month since I started hormones. And I wanted to sit down and do a bit of update talking about some of the changes that I've been going on since starting. Don't worry, this will kind of be brief. So a bit of a refresher. I am presently on 2 milligrams of estradiol and 50 milligrams of spironolactone. The former I only take once a day, and the latter that I take twice a day, once in the morning and once in the evening, typically around between 6 o'clock and 6 o'clock in the morning and 6 and 9 o'clock in the morning, and usually the same time frame for at night. And that's pretty much been my routine for a whole month. So, yeah. Now, as for physical changes, there really haven't been any. Obviously, it's not going to be an overnight process. It's not going to be, I take these pills for X amount of days, and then next thing you know, boom, full transformation. This is going to take time, and it was even reiterated to me during my appointment with my endocrinologist, telling me like changes could take between 3 to 6 months, 6 at the most, and all I can do is be patient and wait, which I'm doing my best to do so. Having the medication helps significantly, and just staying vigilant and waiting through it is helping tremendously. But I haven't really noticed any major physical changes. Everything is seemingly about the same. I don't know, my face, I don't know what it is. Like, my face is probably, like, my least, like, feature. I have, like, such mixed feelings about it, even though, people constantly tell me I have, like, good skin and good hair and stuff, and I personally don't see it, but when I look in the mirror, I've noticed my face kind of feels a little bit more, like, rounder, a little bit more fuller. That could just be me seeing things. Definitely feels a little bit more tender. I had another hair removal session yesterday, but my face feels a little bit more fuller. I guess that probably who knows, that maybe could be the start of the fat redistribution. And that's but since I really can't determine whether or not that's actually like a real change or not, like a concrete change, I'm honestly not sure. I don't know why my glasses are getting all foggy. Probably because I'm so stressed. But anyway, onto the mental changes. This is where it really gets interesting, I think. It was probably well into the first day, if not the first week, that I noticed some significant mental changes. I noticed that with starting hormones, I definitely felt a lot more clear, a lot more focused, less frustrated internally, if that makes sense. The biggest change that I noticed mentally is I'm not sure how to put this, like, my male brain, if you will, has basically almost been completely wiped out. What I mean by that is that sudden, those sexual urges that are typically cliche and, associated with the male gender, that, guys they're nothing but, horned up individuals that are all about sex. I find that's a very true thing, and for me, that's almost been completely wiped out of my brain. But let me explain. I don't consider myself a sexual person. I am not a sexually active individual. That's just never really been something that's appealed to me. I've always just liked to be social and, just build relationship and just build, social links and friendships with people. And of the few times that I've been attracted to people or interested in relationships, I base those purely on, on getting to know someone on a personal level, on personality, instead of the merit of, one's physical appearance. I find that the mind is more important than one's own appearance, if you will. So that never really appealed to me, but something that always frustrated me on the back of my mind was just those lingering, sexual urges, the sexual, primal instinctive feelings that just never seemed to go away because of all the testosterone running through my body. And it always made me feel frustrated and made it difficult to interact and socialize with people, because while I'm, being genuine and talking and interacting with people on a strictly, social, respectful, and sometimes professional level, I can't help but feel with some people, it's just like there are these lingering thoughts in the back of my mind that make me feel and think things that I just don't want to, and make me feel very uncomfortable. But what can I do? That's just kind of how the brain. That's just kind of how the brain works to an extent, and it always bothered and frustrated me, and just didn't feel right. Um, because that just never was me in that regard. I just never was. So starting hormones, the one thing that I noticed on the spot almost instantly was just those feelings, those urges were completely wiped out, and I honestly feel a lot more positive, a lot more comfortable, and a lot more relaxed now that there's just not like this awkward, lingering feeling or sensation or component in me compelling me to feel or think things that I just don't in tandem with what's running in my body. And it's an absolutely great feeling to know that, how I preferably think and feel, how I want to interact with people is now undisturbed and, uncompromised in a way because of those like lingering impulses and thoughts. Like, I'm probably making this sound a lot weirder than it actually is, but what it simply is, it's just I'm a lot more clear-headed and a lot more I'm a lot more clear-headed, focused, and comfortable than I was before. I now feel like I can, comfortably and confidently interact with people without feeling these, just without just feeling weird because of like lingering stuff on the mind. And that's a great feeling. As for any like other mental changes, no, I can't really think of anything that comes to mind. That's really like the biggest one. And that's really it. Yeah, that's really it. Those are all like the changes that I can think of. So yeah, but I mean, it's only been 1 month. Who knows what'll happen in month 2, month 3, and more down the road. And it's going to be my goal and it's going to be my objective to continue to document that stuff and continue to relay what I'm experiencing and continue to experience. So this is just month 1. Who knows what'll happen down the road. And in the meantime, I'm just going to keep going about business as usual and still trying to stay upbeat, optimistic, and just living my best life, being my best self as genuinely as possible. So that is all for now. Thank you very much for watching, and I will be back around next time. Take care.